Good yourself?
Good. How you doing?
You too. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, to the north, to the south. The sunset. Sun's beginning to set. The end of the Sabbath. I had my rest. I was having an awesome time today. Getting all my social media sorted out, you know what I mean, and getting it all set up. It takes time when you got a verified account with professional and pages accounts linked to it. You know what I mean? So and Instagram, a verified Instagram account that's linked to the verified Facebook. Um, and it's taken some time to get to this point. So, but God is good, keeping the Sabbath and keeping Torah and keeping on a daily tradition. You know what I mean? Starting with today, a new day begins tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or at sunset, a new day begins. Basically, you know what I mean? Because we go into the wee hours of the morning. So you have to understand the scriptures and what's being explained there, and the context of what's being there explained there, because we have a tendency to look back on it and think of it in an adult sense, instead of the essence of a God who would be just creating this and it's all new to him, like a kid. You know what I mean? But the essence, the spirit, the innocence is lost on people and their personalities. You know what I mean? But I'm blessed. I had the opportunity to come out here again today. um I got to go live yesterday twice. You know what I mean? Was it yesterday? What's the day? Saturday? Yeah. See, I tell you, I've been getting good rest. I've been getting good sleep, and then tomorrow Sunday, you can count on me being there at Los Olivos Park the afternoon, working out daily. That's my week begins, because I got all the rest I needed. I'll stretch and stuff later. You know what I mean? And make sure physically I'm ready, get myself hydrated, and really kind of focus on what my diet's gonna be for tomorrow, and focus on what my game plan is. So like tomorrow's live should be titled, you know what I mean? I should have a clear sense of where I'm going from there, because I'll be running a link from here to, like I'm doing right now, onto my onto my Facebook. Gotta build the channel, man. What up, Money Tip JD? What's cracking? How you doing over there in northern Arizona, baby? How you doing? This is what I see right now. You know what I'm saying? From the east, from the west, right there. Look, that's the day star right there. That's the day star. To the north where you're at, you know what I mean? To the east where we're headed, you know what I mean? And then to the south, let us all turn and pray. You know what I mean? Whoever your God is, whatever. Pray for peace on earth. You know what I mean? What more can one ask for? Then why not pray for your enemies? Why not pray for peace, so that the gunfire and all this will stop, right? I mean, there's a simple solution. If we just all stop today and remember it's the Sabbath, you know what I mean? Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown, you know what I mean? It's gonna continue. I'm gonna have my Pharaoh on. I'm gonna have my Pharaoh cap on in the Valley of the Sun, you know what I mean? With my brother on the back. Like that. Beatrice Camden. Appreciate you tapping in. Where you tapping in from? Where's the happenings at? Where you're at? I'm right here in the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, Arizona. In sunny Phoenix, Arizona, I have a friend, childhood friend, grew up with classmate with my brothers and older brothers, and she was like talking about it's hot out here, and like yeah, we from we from the valley. We got that what the fuck hot weather. So it's perfect right now. I mean, I'm cozy. I'm cozy with this and some gray sweats on. For the ladies out there, I got some gray sweats. I got some gray sweats on. No parking, baby. No parking on the dance floor. No parking, baby. No parking on the dance floor. That's what come live for a few while the food's cooking, you know what I mean? And I just finished, I was just finishing up the touches on what I was doing, and I'm straight, man. You know, for me, it's like easy like a Sunday morning, basically, because that's what I'm going into when the sun sets. That's Sunday morning for me. That's my beginning of it all. You know what I mean? I start plotting my course from there. Today I had rest. I got good rest. I got to enjoy the fruits of my labor. This, you know what I mean? Just chill. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, than comfort. You know what I mean? Cozy, kick back, you know what I mean? To be inclined to have peace of mind and frame of mind to move forward, think forward, you know what I'm saying? And plan forward. And how else can you provide success if you ain't got the framework and plan, the blueprint, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna make it happen? Just, you gonna continue scrapping and rapping and shit? I'm just gonna go live on location. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Can't expect no privacy when I'm gonna come public on. I don't know. Gotta love life, man, especially if you live through the hardships that some of us have. Santos, you ready for some tamales? Oh, suck it now. Oh, you know what, though? You just hit me off with the idea. I might take it back to the pinta on them, bro. There's enough turkey left for me to make me a little pinta spread for myself, you know? I might have to throw back up to the pinta on them, bro. Instead of waiting, because, you know, waiting. I've been telling my mom, listen, bro. I've been telling my mom, I say, look, Mom, why don't you teach me how to make tamales, right? I know how to do it, but right here at the kitchen, like shit. So, get my hands in it with her, you know what I mean, one time. And then I told her, I said, man, we sell tamales every weekend. I said, all you got to do is sit here. Once you teach me, all you got to do, I do it one time, all you got to do is sit here and tell me what to do, and I'll do it all. We'll make them up and we'll sell tamales on the weekend. Every weekend, we'll start selling Rosie's tamales. You know what I mean? Rosie's tamales. That's what I'm on. I don't know. You ain't made one in a minute. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm not even bullshitting, bro. I didn't say that in vain. No, I meant that shit. I meant every bit of that right there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor that up. I'm gonna sponsor the Sabbath showdown. The Saturday Sabbath showdown, bro. Sundown showdown. So we're gonna see. We can collab this idea up, right? So all of us have been to prison, we can join in on some peaceful, you know what I mean? And like, so you got to do a collab. You got to do a collab at the same time you're doing your spreads. You know what I mean? You got to have your own ingredients, though. You cannot You know what I mean? Well, everybody does their shit different anyway, but just some friendly competition that everybody can generate some views, some good clean content and some laugh, and you know what I mean? Like, why do we even have to fight with gloves on, dog? Why can't we just cook it out, dog? I'd rather just, hey, bro, like, honestly, like, we've shouted it out, we've big-headed it out, we've fucking big egoed it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I think we ran it out already, dog. Like, what do you think? What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, you think we should promo that? We should trend that up, hashtag that up. The Sabbath Showdown, the Saturday Sabbath Showdown, Sundown Showdown. The Saturday Sabbath Sundown Throwdown Showdown. Bro, come on, man. Tell me we can't grow something major on that shit. Tell me we won't explode YouTube. Like, we would just have all these content creators instead of be talking shit. All right, we're going to get in the kitchen now. We're going to put on our aprons. Instead of doing this shit. Brand me some muffins, motherfucker. Goddamn, quit talking shit. Well, I'm over here doing some Sabbath stand-up. You know what I mean? I'm clowning these fools at their expense on the Sabbath, dog. Hey, go share this live, man. Go share it to your favorite content creators right now. You know what I mean? Go let them know we're live on location, Phoenix, Arizona, in the Valley of the Sun. Send this link to your favorite YouTube or content creator that you're in contact with. Tell them we're gonna start today. We're gonna start and I'm gonna title this that. It's gonna be called the Sabbath. It's gonna be the Saturday Sundown Showdown Throwdown in the kitchen. YouTube, you out of that YouTube street style. So you gotta take your little prison spreads into the live streams. You gotta call somebody out. You know what I mean? Whoever you're doing your pendejadas with, you gotta get in the kitchen. You gotta do a live stream, making your spread, dog. That's what we need on here, bro. That's what we need to teach these kids, man. Some home economics. That shit was dysfunctional as a motherfucker. Nobody. Hey, how many kids took home economics in class? Seriously. How many people watching it are going to watch? I'm not even joking. Actually took a class in home economics. You know, part of the program is that I got kicked out of all my electives, and I was kicked out of everything, dog. I was so disruptive. I just did so not want to be in fucking school. I was so sick of the attention. Me, fucking PJ, we were fed up, and Big Gumby, and Seesaw, we were so fed up with the fucking shit, dog. We left because we had homeroom science. We had homeroom, right? Our teacher was our science teacher, so we left. We had 7th hour science, so we only had to be there for 7th hour. And we went to the laundromat on 16th Street right there in Garfield, played video games for free with the quarters, little trick shit we used to do, breaking in them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And then from there we went to Circle K, stole a whole bunch of shit. Cause we would smoke some weed on the side of fucking the whatchamacallit, right? If we had some on the side of the laundromat, then we'll go fucking play the games. We'll go to Circle K, go steal us some food, snacks, shit to eat. And then we go on fucking go into Kmart, dog. Go fucking around with the fucking gaming systems and the entertainment systems. The old man 40 come chase us out, that motherfucker, dog. And then fucking we go hang out at the back behind there where the loading docks are, behind the fucking Kmart, on the wall back there, fucking blow it out of our mind, clowning, talking shit, dog. By the dumpsters. That's what happened to me and PJ, dog. Don't tell PJ I said that. He gonna be, hey, man, and I missed this call on Thanksgiving, man. Fuck, I felt bad, too, because, like, I had my phone charging because my phone had died, and it was charging, and it was in the room, and I was in the kitchen. So I missed his call, and he didn't call back. And I had just barely missed it, too, but, you know, that fool's temperamental, dude. Like, PJ, I'm going to tell you, true story, because we all grew up together like we did in the projects. PJ's the first one of my friends I knew that showed that type of violence. PJ was the first one to snap on me because, like, I got under all my friends' skin, dog. I used to get under all my fucking friends' skin growing up. And PJ is the first one to snap on me, and come to think of it, and he just went off, man. He just fucking was locked down and got out because on the anniversary of his dad's funeral, he fucking went off, broke his TV, broke windows, broke. Not giving a fuck. That's why people are like, man, everybody out here is like, fuck PJ. Grow up, kid. But I remember fucking, it was that day because he came that morning because his dad got shot and killed right there in the hood and fucking in the projects and fucking and so he came that morning, 81 came. We were right there, but where I got them pictures at, where on my Facebook, where that little water irrigation thing is right there that was on the property. We were right there and shit when he told me about it that morning. But I had already heard because my mom and them came in there and like, Paul got shot. So by the morning time, when PJ came, I already knew. He already knew. They already told. You know what I mean? So we're 6 years old at the time. And then later that day, we're over there playing. I forget, like, I think Ruby and them lived next door at the time. Joe and Ruby and them. And fucking dude. Me and PJ are playing around and shit, and I scoop him up and I get him on my shoulders, and he gets mad when I do it. He starts fucking like hitting me in my back and fucking starts like trying to fucking, and I'm holding him and I start spinning him around. And he really got mad. He said, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. I'm gonna stab you. That motherfucker ran inside. He came out, started running out there. Grandma Sophie was out there. She was behind him quick, and she caught him quick. He was coming right there by the steps. I was met with death right there at the steps. And PJ scared the shit out of everybody, dog. PJ scared the shit out of everybody in the hood, dog. Tell the truth. Who's that? Big PJ. Well, when he just has everybody in the hood scared, dog. He's crazy like that, though, dog. He scared me, too. That motherfucker kill you in your sleep, fool. Hell nah, fool. I love PJ to death, and I trust him as far as I can throw. Because you don't get him mad. No, I trust him, but that's what I say. I know I get on him mad. Because he's an ornery motherfucker, dude. He will get you in your sleep. He'll poke your eye out. He'll poke your one eye out. You're going to be sleeping with one eye. He's going to poke that out before he fucking slits your throat. And come over your shit. Fucking BJ, dog. Oh, that's my boy, dog. Home economic. I know, hey, bro, hey, that was his thing, too. Like, I remember I lost that, and then my mom can't use her hands no more, but I regret it, dog. Is it like, my mom taught us how to sew. She taught us how to knit. She taught us how to crochet. My mom taught us how to weave, dog. I'm not bullshitting. My mom is the one who taught me how to fashion a bow out of tree branches and all that shit. She taught me how to make an arrow out of fucking same trees and shit, dog. I'm not bullshitting, dude. She taught me how to fashion this shit with blades. She taught me how to sharpen steel. Fucking. I grew up a baby Rambo ass type of kid, dude. Up in the trees and shit, fucking. And then trees like that, I'd be up in a motherfucking tree, dog, fucking. With my little Rambo kid. With my little Rambo kid. And ask the homies, I'll make me my little ninja mask and shit, dog. I made my little ninja mask and shit. Oh, fuck, bro. That's growing up. Hey, that's growing up in the hood. That's how we grew up, shooting marbles and shit, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't always this whole gang shit, this whole reputation that we had. No, we had characters, dude. We was some real characters. That's how we got the names we got. You know what I'm saying? They really meant something to motherfuckers that's called and stuff. That's why you go on like, so my official, my verified account obviously is Daniel E. Saiz. And then the other one, there's a professional page that's Daniel Peanut Size, and that has the actual original profile picture from the original Daniel Peanut Size account that got banned. And then I got the pages that actually has one of the original original profiles from the mirrored, from one of the mirrored accounts. There was then a second Instagram account. That's how that ends up getting pulled into the fray. Little by little, I do shit, and it just pulls all this shit in there, because the Instagram account under the Daniel Peanut Size with that profile picture, original profile picture, was still there, so I had that. You know what I mean? Motherfucker just learn to do the tricks of the trade. That's it, shit. I'm just, listen, if I could just tell, hey, bro, if there was somebody right there that I could tell them to, hey, do that shit right there for me, I wouldn't be forcing my way through these fucking systems and these networks like this, dude. This shit just doesn't work like I want it to. That's all, dude. I've hacked them. I've done all this shit inadvertently. And all it showed was, like, you have weaknesses in your system, because I'm not trying to fuck you over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to harm your system. I'm not trying to infect it with no virus other than myself. I put a mirror in that motherfucker, dude. It's called mirror analytics. You guys got AI. Mirrored analytics is AI plus myself on everything you do. This is my stamp on everything everyone else does. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now on my Facebook, on my shit, bro. So, like, go and if you've been a friend on any one of them, go and follow on all of them. The pages, go on to all of them, especially my core family and friends that's on that original one. Follow all those on there, and then, like, right now, like, there's been people that have followed me for a long time. They've watched me trip this shit up for a long time. And, like, the profiles that are appearing to me are these people. What's her name? She's a singer, rising star right now. Star, what's her name? White girl, I can't think of her damn name. I have to check it. I'll hashtag it on here. I'll get all that on here. But, why? So you can see, because that way you can follow, because, like, these are clean, pristine, like, profiles that are just being created. And I'm the first one that's leaving these impressions. So my reaction to my first comment, because everybody's gawking already, like, come on, dog, you know what I mean? Like, so I like on the last one, which is more risque, because it goes through a process. And I know from the features from long before the actual identities of them, whether they're in the like, listen, whether they're in the porn industry or not, I've listened, they've been following me for a long fucking time. Since I was going to clubs like Babes, Flickers, getting entertained by fucking Tito Ortiz and what's her name, Jenna Jameson, at their club, emptying bottles in their shit because the fucking music is loud, renegade rock with fucking stick figurines, fucking swinging around on sticks and, I guess, shiny poles. It wasn't the vibe that we're accustomed to, you know what I mean? So, homie was like, they sent the bottle and shit. They was over there because my cousin knew him. Lil Wayne was fucking with my cousin's roommate, her best friend at the time, when he was locked up in Rikers. I've known that kid since he was a baby. Literally since he was like 2-3 years old. Because his older sister is my niece's age and he's younger, I believe. I believe he's younger than his sister. And when his sister and my niece were in preschool, I was on the books to go take him and pick him up from school. Because everybody else was working, so I used to go pick him up. So that's how long I known him. Matter of fact, I remember when his brother and two other little homies got executed on their knees right there on the side of the freeway, on the wall right there on the side of the freeway. Actually heard the confession of one of the executioners in it. You know what I mean? You know, homie knows where my heart's at, and then, you know, everybody knows where my heart's at. It's just like, let it go. Everybody's at peace with it. There ain't no point, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, one thing was for certain from my perspective is like, I didn't say one thing was certain was that I didn't say anything about. All I said is I know, but what is not gonna happen is I'm not gonna give certain, you know what I mean, like, but just know that much, you know what I mean. So they were cool with just knowing that, all right, they found peace and solace with just knowing that I had heard it. You know what I mean? That was good enough for everybody in the family. You know, I carry a heavy burden, you know, this cross of mine when you know, so many people in the community that I come from been crossed up like that. You know what I mean? They've been crossed up and crossed out and canceled, and, you know what I mean, had their tickets punched, man. Their lives ended violently, man. And you know, I'm a crib keeper with that shit, dude. I got to carry that shit to my grave with me. So that's why I say, you know, people always threaten my life. Like, okay, only where you're from are they gonna be scared and intimidated by that shit. On Pyru, huh, Vic? On Pyru. They look like Pyru? It's no Pyru. I don't know. Well, I mean, it may be. I don't know, dog. I don't know nothing about none of these streets, dog. I don't get out there like that. They're trying to get me to go do. What's it called? 27th Avenue shit. That's how I feel about doing on 27th Avenue. Shit, I straight up feel like that. Jen, what it do? You a grown man repping a gang? Who? Repping a gang? There is no gang. What are you talking about? You want a history lesson? Hey Jim, let me give you a history lesson real quick. So the community that I come from, the gang that I come from, it's a housing project. The Luke Crone Homes, you can look up the history of the projects. There's an actual documented history of when them projects was built, why they were built, who built them, who were the developers, where the money came from, all this shit, how it was allocated. It's still zoned to do the same thing. Now it's going through gentrification. Now let me give you a history lesson. My grandparents are war veterans. My great-grandparents are World War I. My grandparents are World War II veterans. They were entitled to the projects. You understand that? Under the GI Bill, they were entitled to move in there. So contrary to what you yourself don't understand, my family, my grandparents were entitled to that before they even had children. You see, what exists there has gone through gentrification because of the ramifications of the gang that once resided there, but there's no gang there no more. The gang members are spread out. I was the brainchild who actually wanted to branch out like that and create subsets. I wanted to take Dupavilla, which is an east side gang, to the west side first in 1990. My brother said no. Rest in peace. I have his cloth on me. You see, you're learning the psychology of cultural recurrence here. That's what this channel is about. This is an educational channel. And you're learning about, first, the Sabbath, because it begins with the sunset, the ending of the Sabbath, to a history lesson, an American history lesson on the development of the housing projects, and a history lesson on my genealogy, my culture, and the psychology of recurrence that continues to repeat in the cycles within every demographic, within every community of every colony. Do you not understand that since Rome? Or do you ring ding dong like a ding dong instead? You're just on repeat, ding 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 ding. You're going back and forth in your brain like a little marble in an empty can of spray paint that's gone out already. You've already out-whiffed yourself. There's no more whiff in you. Whiff, now it's just a marble clinking around in there. So you presented the prime opportunity to teach a lesson, didn't I? About gangs, didn't I? About the culture of a gang, right? How it develops. You want to get into that, how it developed? Because I know all the people there. I know the gang history. I know the history, the crime history of all of the members there. I can tell you who went into prison, when, and for what. I can tell you who was responsible for the foundations of the organized crime gangs that start here, leading into this being Cartel City. Do you want that also? Because you ain't gonna get that on any other channel. While you chimed in with your big head thinking you understood something about what I said. You thought you were gonna show somebody something, but instead you got turned upside down on your head, and now look at you. You look like the homie Lil Half Dead. A nickname, a surname, a lame brain, a bird brain, insane, repeating the same vicious cycle over and over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Instead, low income. It's a low income voltage, mental capacity rating that you have with all that hating, sitting here trying to get into some debating. With me, this brainchild, you got wrapped up in a rap, homie. Clap, clap, clap. He got clap, clap, clap on the back. Oh, shucky, nugget, quackers. There's a YouTube doc. Where my he got it. Alexander got him. Wackatrol Nation. Jim couldn't help himself. I don't know what he said, but yeah, Jim got bonked. The homie Gumby just got it bonking. He got bonked. Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. El Banco. Dan was from Asian material in the street. Sometimes like the Maravilla projects, yeah. And my cousin's from Mariana Maravilla. Trauma-based upbringing and living in a socialist democracy. It's that's what's being explained about the psychology of cultural recurrence. It's a psychology. This is all, still being worked on. You know what I mean? I've already done a dissertation that proves the point. But that's the thing about it is like I'm refining every science itself. So I'm just playing around on social media, really. I don't care. Dog, I got listen, dude. Listen. It's so simple to me. You can point out, listen, you can give me any mystery. Any mystery in history. I'll give you the sauce. Dead ass, I'll give you the solution. I'll present you with a mathematical and biological formula, and I'll have you the sauce, dog. Battery low, what'd he say? Conditioning. Conditioning, baby. Conditioning, I was conditioned. ABCs, bro. Alchemy, biology, chemistry. You remember that? Environment, genetics. I can give you the whole thing. Genealogy, genetics, and genealogy. That's all genetics is genealogy. Genetics derives from the study of genealogy. So yeah, them people with the oracles, that all-seeing eye people, they've been sending signals for people to who knows what, so they can interpret it in their little compartments. Here. Hey, make sure you hit the like one time if you're enjoying the content here on this Sunset Sabbath here, Phoenix, Arizona. You know what I mean? Hit the like one time, hit the share this with your family and friends. We're going to do this every Saturday. Every Saturday sunset, we're going to do the Sabbath, you know what I mean? And Friday going into it, you know what I mean? Friday on that last workout, that's going to be what it's going to be, Sabbath. All right now, Brother Lawrence. I just get how I live, playboy. Hey, all the other content creators, they're going to have to wait on me. They're going to have to build their content walls around this. They should have never called me all them names that they call me. You go tell your favorite YouTuber on the YouTube Yarda, in the YouTube streets, he never should have. I'm just playing, man. Don't take it serious. Don't go do that, dog. They're going to beef with me. I don't want no beef. I want turkey tacos. You know what I'm saying? Turkey tacos. Hey, listen, bro, let's be reasonable amongst ourselves, right? As grown men, I'm 50. My birthday's in February. I want to live to see my birthday, bro. Listen, I proved a point. I told my mom, I said, watch, I'm going to prove a point right now, watch. And her, my sister right there. I said, just out of the blue, I'm like, hey, so what are you guys gonna give me for my birthday? My sister, my mom was like, what are you gonna give me for Christmas? You know what I mean? Like, exactly. And then Rudolph's, Andrea, Rudolph, and then there's Halloween and the holidays and shit, you know what I mean? My mom's is in November, and then Christmas, you know what I mean? And then there's my niece's birthday in January, and then by the time they get around to February, they're partied out, and then I've been locked up for all my life, dog. I've been locked up. Well, not all my life. Let me quit lying. I spent so many years locked up. I don't want to glory in this shit no more. Hey, listen, this is all we're going to do. We're going to do the Saturday showdown, bro. The Saturday showdown throwdown. You know what I mean? That's going to be the peace offering to all the brothers, man. You know what I mean? I think if all of us could agree on one thing, right? Legit wise, never mind the peseta thing, but one thing that no matter if we've been to prison and we've been in these streets, no matter what our reputation it was or is, whatever, one thing we'll all agree on, this sex offender type shit, them SOs, huh? I guarantee you that's one common ground. I don't fuck with it. That's the only thing for me. But look, who want to go live and get in the throwdown showdown with me? Bro, I thought spread. I'll get the clowning, dog. We gonna get the clowning. I do mine sober too. So if you get drunk, you bound to get mad, cause you bound to get all sensitive. Don't be drinking too much. Don't have too much wine. We don't want to spill your wine all over the things. Start throwing cheese and shit. You know what I mean? All these motherfuckers, dog, whether they've been to PC or not, these motherfuckers are all throwing cheese on YouTube for the clicks, for the clout, dog, for the come up. I'm live on location, though. He got mad because I didn't do that shit, dog. This ain't Dupovilla. You don't know where I'm at, fool. That fool got mad and shit. That fool got mad like he was talking, like he was really proving something. That's the funny thing about it for me. I don't know. I've been on 40 minutes. I'm gonna end it, man, because food's about done. I just wanted to catch this sunset with everybody. You know what I mean? Let me get a map before I go, though. Since there's, am I clear enough to? Am I clear enough to you now, man? Yeah, make sure if you're new to the channel, you hit the subscribe one time, you hit the bell, you get the notifications. We go every day, noontime, noonish, Mountain Standard Time. Daily routine. I'll be exercising, I'll be walking and talking, educating, preaching, teaching. It's my discipline, it's my diet, my exercise. We'll talk about it. You know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna tell you something, dog. Like, man, I was on the live yesterday. I was cruising down Mill Avenue. Dog, I had just had some bumps on, dog. I was just listening to some music. I was in the zone, in the vibe. I said, I'm gonna go live, man. Because I said earlier, if I do, it'd be random. So I randomly pop up, right? Let me give you some context. So I just dropped my mom off at the casino. Her and my sister. So it's a vibe, it's a chill. I said, I'm gonna cut back. Because it's at McDowell, at the one on the reservation. So I cut back, you know what I mean? And I come over the hill. I'm actually recording, listening to music. I have the tape. I got the thing out. I'm listening to music and I'm just driving. I'm talking to, doing some narration. You know what I mean? And then I come around. I said, you know, I'm gonna go this way and I'm gonna go live. So that's what I did. I went live and I was going. I'm up Mill, dog. I'm up Mill. It's a vibe, dog. You know what I mean? Cruising. I just ain't got no music on. I have my other phone to run that. You know what I mean? So Themo comes on, bro. He got an angry face emoji that lights up because I can't really see the words. But I look and there's a glare. It's this emoji thing, and I'm like, and he's like, did you hear about? Listen, first and foremost, when you tap into something, you're watching, you're seeing something. Now, to the viewing audience, if you're watching, seeing what you're seeing, context matters. So what you say next should relate to what you're seeing. Not what you're feeling, not what you're thinking, not what's going on inside yourself, in your heart, in your mind, in your bubble. It's a fucking, you know what I mean? It's a hot box. You know what I mean? It's a hot box of thoughts that's just nuclear reactive. You know what I mean? Toxic, it's just triggered. And it's like, no, I don't hear about nothing negative. I don't even watch none of it. Bro, I'm hardly on YouTube watching anything. So there's not humanly possible that I'm going to actually hear about any of it. You will, because that's all you're seeing and hearing. Now, how is that? How am I going to see? How am I going to see the sunset? How am I going to see the sunset and give a Sabbath reading if I'm sitting there so goddamn focused on that stupid shit? I'm staring at a surreal world when I drive by, bro. I'm not caught up in all that other nonsense, dog, in the least bit. You see what these sunsets look like? You have no idea what I'm staring at, bro. I'm dealing with right now. I'm attracting the attention of your next rising celebrities, dude. I'm actually getting video chat with homies that, you know, they're in the industry. They've been on stage with A-list artists in the industry. You know what I mean? They've been in studios with them. They're still locked in, you know what I mean, where they're at. It's just their kids are doing shit now and they're promoting that. So, you know what I mean, there's a bigger, I'm not caught up in like, there's no, like, it's like when people come on there like, what do you do about Dubs and the rest of them? It's like, bro, I'm offering you a fucking Saturday showdown. You know what I mean, throwdown, dog. I ain't trying to fight with nobody. You win. I'm a punk. I'm all that, dog. Yay. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm gone, dog. You guys be blessed, man.